This is a very, very interesting story that's been happening for a long time, but it's reached a fever pitch clearly in the Trump presidency. It seems to have been the case that rather than just sort of opposing the sort of woke and revisionist history types, Trump has in some ways actually managed to make these people yell louder and in larger numbers. But what I'm describing is a very interesting thing that's happened throughout our lifetimes, which is a basic unweaving of the fabric of the root of American society. That is everything to do with the founding story. Instead of, for instance, celebrating Christopher Columbus for discovering America, to use the terrible term, everything about Columbus is meant to be embarrassing, as if it would have been better for everyone if Columbus had sailed in the wrong direction. And then we get to the founding of the Republic. Now, today, the New York Times has won a Pulitzer for an ongoing project started last year, which shifts the date of the founding of America to 1.5 centuries earlier, and says that the founding of the Republic, actually, basically, we should talk about the founding of America from the time that the first slaves are brought in from Africa. So that fundamentally alters the story. Then you have the assault on the founding fathers, and that isn't a sort of academic debate anymore. I mean, we've seen people pulling down and defacing the statues of George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and others. And again, one of the likely candidates for vice president for the Democratic Party on the Biden ticket asked a couple of days ago whether statues of George Washington should come down or not, ducked the question. So the founding fathers are controversial. And then we have a poll that just came out a couple of weeks ago that shows 70% of self-identified liberals believe the American Constitution should be rewritten. So my suggestion is, if the founding fathers are just slavers, it would have been better if Columbus had never found America, and slavery is the only story of America, and white supremacy and the Constitution should be what exactly is left? And that's the question that Donald Trump, whatever you think of him, and God knows there are criticisms to make, whatever you think of him, what he did at Mount Rushmore on Friday was to say, we have a story, it's a unifying story. It's a story that has encompassed people of every race and background by now. I mean, the list of people, great Americans who the president reeled off, including Martin Luther King, including, the great moral figures, great writers, great sportsmen. He mentioned, Louis Armstrong, and as he said, this list of great people could only have been produced by America. And you see, what he's trying to do there is to give a unifying story back to America. Because what is being offered to Americans otherwise is everything in your history is rotten, everything is for the bad, better that we've never started this thing. So I think, yes, it's a very important thing that the president is doing. And as I say in the piece in this week's Spectator, probably about the best chance he has of re-election is if his enemies, his opponents, continue not just to oppose him, but to oppose everything in the founding of the Republic onwards.
We will make America great again.